talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice.
You play to win the game.
It's time for your daily sports update with
Timbo Slice.
How's it going, Timbo Slice?
Doing good. Morning, Diva. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. What do you have for us today?
Have some NFL coaching updates, and going to talk a little bit about last weekend's Rose Bowl, and does TCU deserve a shot to play for the national title? First up, the Dallas Cowboys apparently are going to keep Jason Garrett as their head coach. He served as the interim coach after they fired Wade Phillips midway through the season. The Vikings will keep Leslie Frazier. Same thing, he was an interim coach after they fired Brad Childress. The Jacksonville Jaguars have decided to keep Jack Del Rio, speculation about his job. And the Houston Texans apparently are going to keep Gary Kubiak, despite the fact he's never won more than 8 games in a season and the team floundered to a losing record this year. A couple firings that have come through. The Browns have officially fired head coach Eric Mangini after only 2 seasons. And not official, but sources are saying that the Raiders will probably fire head coach Tom Cable in the next couple of days. Last New Year's Day, it was January 2nd here in Korea when the game happened. But the Rose Bowl, it was Texas Christian University playing the University of Wisconsin. And Texas Christian, out of the Mountain West Conference, they were favored, but people still thought Wisconsin, a Big Ten school, a power school, that they would beat Texas Christian University. TCU completed an undefeated season, the first one they had had in over 70 years. And that led some people to believe that maybe they should have had a shot at playing for the national title. And good for TCU. You went undefeated, you won all your games, you got a spot in the Rose Bowl. And I think that's a nice reward for a team that had a nice season, but they didn't have a great season. They didn't beat any really good teams. They didn't play any challenging teams. They didn't play in any challenging arenas. Teams like Auburn, Oregon, they play in 90,000-seat stadiums almost every single week in some of those hostile environments, especially Auburn in the SEC. Those stadiums are the loudest in the country. TCU, their toughest non-conference game was Oregon State, the 7th-place team in the Pac-10. And their toughest conference game was Utah, a team that got whacked by Notre Dame the week after on the road. And Notre Dame was not great this year, only 6-6. So it's not like TCU's played this murderer's row schedule. And I don't think that they could have hung on the same field with a team like Auburn or an Oregon. And it's kind of like if you go to a crappy public school and you have a 4.0 grade point average and you get into Vanderbilt, Stanford, Columbia. You didn't get into Harvard or Yale, but you're not going to a bad school. You're still going to a good college. You know, it's not like TCU got sent to the Poinsettia Bowl. They went to the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all. They won it. Congratulations on a nice but not great season, TCU. And let's look forward to tonight's, I believe it's the Orange Bowl. My computer froze, so I couldn't confirm that. But I believe it's Stanford and Virginia Tech playing in just a few hours, actually. And you can check afnkorea.net for all your sports show times on see what time and what channels the games will be on. That's it for me, the sports guru Timbo Slice. I turn it back over to you, the Morning Diva.
Are you kidding me? That's all I got to say. Makes me want to puke.